Every frame you play, every AI image you see, every world rendered in real time, it all starts here. A chip smaller than your palm, built from billions of microscopic decisions, each one smaller than a virus. This is the NVIDIA Blackwell GB202, the silent brain of modern imagination. But here's what most people don't know. NVIDIA doesn't actually make these. They design the dreams. Someone else has to build them. And that journey? It crosses 3 countries, costs billions, and ends with something even the engineers find beautiful. This is where it begins. Not in a factory, but in the minds of engineers. NVIDIA's headquarters in Santa Clara, California. For 3 years, hundreds of people design what will become silicon. They're building a microscopic city, billions of transistors connected by highways of copper and aluminum. Each intersection matters. Each path affects speed. Imagine trying to design a city where every building, every street, every traffic light has to be perfect. Now, shrink that city to the size of your thumbnail. That's what they're doing here. The Blackwell architecture is designed at massive scale, optimized for both gaming graphics and AI computation. Every connection, every pathway matters when you're working at speeds measured in trillionths of a second. And when it's done, when every simulation passes, when every timing check clears, they reach a moment called tape-out. The design is finished. Now it travels across the Pacific, to Taiwan, to a place where light becomes matter. TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. One of the most expensive industrial facilities humanity has ever constructed. A modern EUV fab costs tens of billions of dollars to build and equip. Inside, the air is cleaner than any hospital. A single speck of dust can kill a chip, so everyone covers everything. Even their breath gets filtered. It begins with purified silicon, sand transformed into near-perfect crystal, sliced thinner than a human hair. Each wafer will hold dozens of GPU dies. And then comes the light. This machine costs $150 million. It uses extreme ultraviolet radiation, wavelengths so short they're absorbed by air itself. So the entire process happens in a vacuum. Engineers use light to etch patterns thinner than the wavelength that carries them. They're painting with physics itself. Layer by layer, they build a city of transistors. Over 1,000 process steps. 3 months from bare silicon to finished wafer. Deposition, lithography, etching, doping. Each step controlled to atomic precision. And then the moment of truth. Every die gets tested while still on the wafer. Voltage, clock speeds, heat tolerance. A significant portion don't meet the highest specifications. That's not failure. That's the reality of working at the edge of physics. A single atom out of place can change everything. But here's what's fascinating. Many of those chips aren't wasted. A die that can't run at flagship speeds, it gets binned for a lower-tier product. Different clock speeds, different power levels. NVIDIA sorts every chip, finding a home for almost everything that partially works. Only the completely dead ones get discarded. The rest? They begin another journey. The chips arrive at assembly partners, large-scale manufacturers in China and Southeast Asia, who build graphics cards for multiple brands. These circuit boards have 12 layers of copper, invisible highways carrying electricity and signals. Each board takes days to manufacture before a single component is placed. Surface mount technology. These machines place thousands of components per hour. Memory chips, voltage regulators, capacitors the size of grains of sand. Modern high-end graphics cards can have over 1,000 individual parts on a single board. Then comes the GPU itself. Thermal paste first, microscopically thin but critical. It fills the atomic scale gaps between chip and cooler. Placement. Less than 1/10 of a millimeter of error allowed. The process isn't just about connection, it's about perfection. Every micron of alignment decides the speed of billions of calculations. Heat, 260 degrees Celsius. The solder melts, forms permanent connections. Too hot and components die. Too cold and connections fail. The timing is everything. The cooling system, aluminum fins, copper heat pipes. A vapor chamber where liquid evaporates and condenses in an endless cycle, moving heat faster than metal alone ever could. On high-end cards, the cooler can weigh more than some complete graphics cards from a decade ago. The shroud isn't decoration. Every curve has been tested in airflow simulations. It shapes the air, prevents turbulence, reduces noise. Form, following function at every level. Hundreds of cards per hour, thousands per day, each one identical, each one tested. Before any card reaches a gamer or data center, it runs here, every single one. Extended stress testing at full load. The tests measure heat, timing, memory synchronization, millions of calculations per second, looking for anything wrong. High-end GPUs can generate hundreds of watts of heat. If the cooling system has even a minor flaw, the test will catch it here. Most cards pass, some don't. The ones that fail go to repair, technicians with microscopes hunting for bad solder joints, faulty components. They fix the problem and send it back. Almost nothing gets wasted. Beyond performance, electromagnetic interference, acoustic signatures, vibration analysis, every aspect measured, every standard verified, and then they ship to gamers rendering impossible worlds, to data centers training artificial minds. The same architecture, two different dreams. But there's something we didn't mention, something even most engineers find beautiful. Remember TSMC? The company using extreme ultraviolet light to etch patterns smaller than viruses? All those calculations, where to aim the light, how long to expose, which microscopic adjustments to make. They use NVIDIA GPUs to figure it out. TSMC's lithography operations consume tens of billions of computing hours every year. The math is so complex it requires massive GPU clusters. And the GPUs they use? The same Blackwell architecture they're manufacturing. This is Q-litho, computational lithography accelerated by artificial intelligence. What used to take weeks on traditional CPU systems can now be completed in hours on GPU clusters. A photomask that required weeks of computing, done in hours. And it's not just faster. The AI finds optimizations human engineers never would. So the loop closes. NVIDIA designs GPUs. TSMC manufactures them using NVIDIA GPUs. Those manufactured GPUs go into systems worldwide. Some return to TSMC, calculating how to make the next generation even better, which then makes even more powerful GPUs machines. Teaching machines how to build better machines, each generation enabling the next. What began as sand has become thought. What started as human imagination now helps imagine itself forward. From pixels to perception, from gaming to intelligence, one design, millions of dreams. And like every great tool, its true beauty isn't in what it does, but in what it enables. This is the brain behind every image, the foundation of artificial imagination. Built from light and precision and billions of microscopic decisions. And somewhere in Taiwan, right now, another wafer is being exposed, another generation being born. The cycle continues,